We have some company here at the Feel Good at 4:30 for a very special edition of Mail Time.
Absolutely. And before we get into that, I just want to say, based off that beautiful puppy that you were just showing, I just want to remind viewers that my wife adopted a cat named Sammy who was supposed to have lots of medical issues, and he's turned out to be the best cat we've ever owned.
You never know. They just need the right kind of care.
Exactly. Take a chance.
You
All right,
call
Jeremy.
him Cat Dog, don't you?
Yes, Cat Dog.
Because he comes running like a dog.
He does. He does. That's why I love him so much. He acts like a dog. All right, Jeremy, what do you got?
So, Stacy, you have some of the half of the present on your desk, and I have half of the present on mine. So you have the letter there.
A lovely woman named Sarah dropped this off for Jeremy, yesterday?
Yes, yesterday.
Earlier today. And so I'll just summarize her lovely note here, because I did overhear her phone conversation with you earlier today. She was inspired by Jeremy's documentary about the Underground Railroad and its connection to our area. And so she spent this very chilly winter that we had making a beautiful quilt that is filled with Underground Railroad symbolism.
Yes.
And she even gave us a book that inspired her designs, and each square means something different when it comes to Underground Railroad history, and it's just stunning.
It is.
And you know, she put so much work into it, and then gave it to Jeremy, and we're gonna kind of see what kind of life we can give it, so that people can learn about the history behind it.
Yeah, apparently, like you said, Stacy, every symbol has a different meaning in the Underground Railroad's terminology. So the circle means Canada. So if you saw the circle, it meant you were going towards Canada if you were an escaped slave or a freed slave. So really awesome. And she said, Stacy, that she'd always wanted to do this. She always had that book, but what inspired her was the documentary that we produce here on WNEP. So Sarah, thank you for this beautiful gift. She said maybe bring it up to Waverly and have it displayed at the Destination Freedom program. So we'll see what we can do.
And Sarah, God bless.
Yes.
Just sweet person, sweet person. Thank you very much.
Thank you for all the hard work. She spent all winter on it. So and it came out beautiful.
Yep. Way to go.
All right, Sarah.
Thank you very much. That's a Feel Good at 4:30
Sure is.
story. Absolutely. Hey, next half an hour, we're going to show you the photos of Stacy's suite in the corner office. You know all about it, right, Joe?
Oh, yeah. Biggest office in the entire building.
Entire building. And we've got the proof. We've got the receipts. We're going to show you. All right, let's talk about our weather headlines. And there we go. Starts like fall. That's what we have. The feel today, 50s. Clouds, sun, breezy, cooler, but it's going to end feeling like summer. And the weekend, mostly dry. A couple of isolated showers possible. I'll show you more on that in a minute. Zoom in. Northeastern and central Pennsylvania has been a great start to the weekend. I know we have clouds right now, but we had periods of sunshine earlier today, and we're going to see some more sunshine as we head into the evening hours. There's a view right now from Wilkes-Barre. Good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. And again, we're looking at Holly. Got some blue sky trying to break out there in the distance, and that's what it looks like from our roof cam. The visitors center right there, and daycare too. 61 west-northwest breeze at 6, relative humidity at 56%. Sunshine out here, good portion of the day. That's why you climbed into the 70s. Especially this northeast corner have been dealing with clouds more. So we're in the upper 50s, lower 60s as promised. That's where we're topping out. And then overnight tonight, dipping down to 46. And partly cloudy in our backyard. If you're going to be running to the hardware store, you got things you got to do in the morning, there's a look at temperatures between 7 and 8, pretty much in the 50s. Or if you're going to be running errands tomorrow morning, got something to do. I know I'll be running some errands. Mostly sunny, a good day, looking nice. I got to show you this cutie here. This is Molly. Thank you, Kathy, for sending it in. She said, after a walk, Molly loves to have a treat. That's a carrot. So, there you go.
Ranger likes bananas.
Ranger
Molly
loves bananas.
Carrots.
Yep, she likes carrots. I wonder what Rocco would do with a carrot. I don't know.
I think he'd spit it out.
You think so?
Same way he does with the banana.
Same way he does that? Yeah. There's your 7-day. And again, we're talking temperatures close to 90 degrees by Tuesday. There will be the chance of some showers, but I think most of the weekend, Jeremy's looking good.
Yeah.
As far as compared to the last couple of weekends, how we just had those washouts.
Right. This one looks great and warm too.
Yes.
Now, before we send it back to Stacy, Kurt, I realized one of the squares of the quilt is
earlier.
actually the story of the Underground Railroad. So she was able to print it into one of the squares here, which
so
is
talented.
really awesome.
Yes.
Glad we got to share it. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks.
Yep.